So tell me, how does it feel to be able to reprise your role in the famous Halloween franchise?
Hey man, it's been so amazing. It's been dope, right? When I first got the call to come, do the first film, I was like, well, cool. I'm going there and get stabbed up or whatever, and then I get the story to tell until I found out I didn't die. I said, oh, and the director was like, yeah, in part two, you're going to be. I was like, whoa, okay, that's what's up, part two. So it's been a nice roller coaster, man. Just for because I'm a big time a horror buff, right? I wasn't when I was a little kid, but then the older I got, I started really liking that genre. So, and then I really got into Halloween and Jamie Lee Curtis, and of course I've been working with the director for like 7 or 8 years now. I was 10 years. David Gordon Green and Danny McBride. It was like they're Eastbound and Down with those cats. So, it's been fun, man. I can't even lie.
So how does it feel to be able to work with the queen of Scream? Like, have you guys had any like conversations that have just inspired you to, keep moving?
You know what she told me? So the first one, we talked a little bit. I talked to her about, a good friend of mine is Niecy Nash, and she did the Scream Queen TV show with her. And I said, yeah, Niecy told me to tell you what's up. Oh, Niecy, that's my girl. That's like, just small talk. So when we did the first day of shooting on this one, she said, Omar Dorsey, come here. I was like, what's going on, Jamie Lee? She was like, Omar, I'm going to tell you something. I didn't get a chance to tell you at the premiere of the last one, and I didn't really get a chance to reach out to you. She said, but yo, you were so good in that. She was like, your performance is so nuanced, and I'm a fan. And then I started watching you on other things, and it made me feel good. I was like, I must be on the right track in life.
Wow. So you said that you weren't into it as a child, but what gained your interest in like these type of films?
I was dating this woman. I was dating this girl in college, this woman, I guess, and she was really liked The Shining, right? Mm-hmm. And so I remember being spooked out by The Shining when I was a kid. But she was a film buff. She loved Stanley Kubrick, and I was a fan of Stanley Kubrick, so I watched it. And I said, oh my God, I've been missing out on a whole different genre in life. And I started going back and watching Friday the 13th, started watching Halloween, started watching all these other films. And I said, yo, I'm on this now.
Okay. Now, look, I had the opportunity to check out the screener yesterday. Now, let me tell you, when you walked up on that scene and you I said, you know what? I have not heard that word used with that much passion and conviction since my grandfather last week, but since Samuel L. Jackson.
That's my mentor, man. That's my mentor. That is my mentor. Samuel L. Jackson knows that I want to be him when I grow up. I got a picture of me and Sam in my living room wall, man. And I told him when we were doing Django. I told him beforehand. I was like, Sam, I'm gonna be you when I grow up. I said, I'm coming for the coolest black man in the world title, man. So yeah, I threw my Sam Jacksonisms out, man. I do it, man.
You definitely
nobody can say the MF better than Sam though.
No, but you coming in a little close though. When I caught that yesterday, I'm like, oh yeah, I like him. I like people that can cuss correctly.
Hey, you know what? So there was a class where Sam went to college at Morehouse, right? Mm-hmm. His name Joan Lewis, who was a professor there. And I took a couple of acting classes from her coming up. And she teaches a class about cussing. If you can't cuss right, I hate watching a movie with somebody that can't cuss. I hate watching a movie if somebody's smoking a cigarette, they don't know how to smoke a cigarette. I hate watching a movie people trying to be drunk, they ain't never been drunk before. I'm like, So I'm like, you gotta know how to spit those words out, baby.
I did not know that. Now look, you have been killing it for the last, y'all are on season 6 now.
Six of Queen Sugar, yep.
6 of Queen Sugar, and you have been killing it. You killed it in Selma. You killed it in everything that you've done. Like, what is your passion to keep you going and catching these amazing roles?
Look, man, movies and doing movies and televisions can be tedious, right? It's a lot of sitting around and waiting and all this, that, and the other. The times that I love the most is when between they say action and cut. I love creating those different characters and creating that world. I love it. That's what I live for. All the rest of you pay me for the rest of the stuff. I do this for free. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like these amazing characters and amazing roles, man, I read every script I get before I choose to join on it. So I have to read the story. I got to know who's involved in it. Because, I mean, you catch a dud every once in a while that you caught. But you'll catch one. But if you're reading it and there's a good team behind it, and you know that the film's going to be made right, then you have no problem jumping on anything. And I've been lucky over the last few years working with Ava on 3 different projects, and working with David Gordon Green and Danny McBride on 3 different projects. Just working with these, the same cool people who make wonderful work.
Okay. Now, over the last 6 seasons, what do you feel like you've learned the most about acting and about yourself in general from the Queen Sugar Project?
You know what, man? Just this inner softness a bit, right? Like, we walk around with this bravado, we walk around hard, like, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? But Hollywood doesn't have to be that way. He just is what he is. You see what he is. He's a big dude or whatever, man, but he's not throwing that around. He's being a real gentle man, and the quintessential gentleman, as it were. But that's exactly what he is. So he doesn't have to throw it around because he's there. Now, if push comes to shove, he'll knock a man out. You know what I'm saying? He's done it on a couple of times. He's done it a couple of times in Queen Sugar, but that's like when push comes to shove and when his family's been threatened. Other than that, he is what he is.
So thus far, like, what has been your most, I guess, exciting project, and what sort of project are you looking forward to in the future to kind of test your skills?
You know what, man? The most exciting project is the latest one. It's always going to be that way. I'm working on right now is Raising Kanan, Power Book 3. Very exciting. It's a totally different character than anything I've ever played. I just continue looking forward to doing. What I really do like, though? I really do like Halloween a lot because I'm a black man in a white town playing the sheriff.
That lives.
That lives. You know what I'm saying? But he's, this is something that we really haven't seen is a black sheriff who is undeniably black. I'm not trying to put on any airs. I'm not trying to do anything. He's a black dude. And I really like seeing black people in those type of things. I want to see a black dude in a NASA program, I want to play something like that, man. So I just in anything, man. Like, these are the type of things I like to see. What would we look like in those situations?
Okay. Now, when it comes to all the characters that you play, what is one piece of you that you always bring to each role that you...
Well, it's you know what? There's in all of us, there are millions of different things, people inside of us. We just choose to show the one, unless you got split personalities and you show as many as you can. But I think that being an actor, you can be able to play those split personalities. So in Hollywood, I am, a lover. I am a gentle giant. All of that. And Chef Barker, I do tend to be the person who wants to run things. And I tell you what, the only time I didn't have it when I was in Harriet playing Bigger Long, and I am nothing apart. There's no Bigger Long inside of me at all. I was really acting in that one.
I got you. Now, like you said, you have your new role in Raising Kanan coming out. So when can we expect to see you pop up on the screen in that role?
That's season 2. I don't even know the release date yet. We're still shooting right now. So we're only on episode 4, shooting episode 4 right now. But whenever it comes out, I'll be in episode. I start episode 2, season 2, and I'm in for the long haul on that for the rest of the season for sure.
So I mean, how is that though? You have this series over here, you have this series over here, you have this movie over here. How do you maneuver?
Through the grace of God. Through the grace of God, man, because I'm so tired a lot. But like I said, from the time they say action and cut, those are my favorite times of the day. But you know, I do Queen Sugar, of course, from February to about June, July, and then after that, that's number one priority. After that, whatever I can fit in, whatever I can do, you know, outside of that, I do it.